It's a good day. I was able to wash my hair. If you're a new mom, you know just how valuable a long shower is in these first few weeks, because most of my showers are like 4 minutes long because she's usually crying and it's around bedtime and I'm rushing so I can get out and have her lie next to me and feed her until she falls asleep. Very happy when I get time to wash my hair. I managed to even trim the ends. It was like a 2-minute haircut. Just tied it, brought it to the front, and cut the ends. Didn't do any layers or anything this time. I usually just cut my hair myself. It was really nice to just get time to do that. While she's napping, I do want to meal prep some breakfast because I've noticed that having breakfast ready to go has actually been one of the most helpful things for us. I'm breastfeeding and we wake up in the morning around 8 and she's starving and screaming and ready to be fed, and there's no way that I can put her down and go make breakfast and I wake up starving. It's been really nice to be able to walk into the kitchen, grab something out of the fridge, sit down with her and feed her while I also get to eat. And also for my husband, who's waking up at 5 in the morning, it's really nice for him to be able to just grab something and take with him, because before I had her, I used to wake up in the morning and make him breakfast. So it's been nice for him as well. Today I'm gonna make some quick overnight chia oat puddings with some peaches that I cut up that are in season. Let's get to it before she wakes up. So I have 2 of these clean, the other 2 are in the dishwasher, so I will have to wait for those. But I got here my soy milk, almond milk, some yogurt. I'm using Greek yogurt. This one is high protein, 19%, or 19 grams. Some maple syrup, some real vanilla extract, my chia seeds, and the peaches that I cut up yesterday, but then never got around to doing this, and some oats. Okay, let's grab a bowl. So for the most part, I just eyeball it. Grab a spoon. So I try to estimate about 1/3 of a cup to 1/2 cup of yogurt. So I'm just gonna do some nice big tablespoons. I don't want to dirty a measuring cup for this. And then the milk, again, eyeball it. You can measure it. Roughly 3/4 of a cup of milk. It depends how much chia seeds you add, to be honest, and how much oats. So I'm gonna add some, mix it all. Once I add the oats and the chia, I just kind of see how it's thickening up, and if it's getting thick really quick, I add a bit more milk. So I'm just gonna roughly eyeball about 1.5 cups of milk, and I'm using a combination here of soy milk and almond milk. Just adding some soy for a little bit more protein so it keeps me full longer, and then I like to use a whisk. Okay, I can tell it's pretty thick, so I'm gonna add more milk. Okay, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons per jar that I'm making, and I'm making 4 of them. So I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of chia seeds. So after like just 1 minute of letting the chia seeds soak up, they already get nice and thick. So you can already see the consistency changes really quick. And then that gives me an idea how many oats I want to add, or if I want to thin it out and add a bit more milk. So I am going to add even more milk, because the chia seeds will continue to soak up and thicken everything up. I'm gonna add 4 big spoons of oats. Mix it up. 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. A little splash of vanilla. And a little pinch of salt. Just rounds up all the flavors. Alright, now I'm going to layer it in my jars with my peaches. You can use any fruits. I like to mix it up depending what's in season. So these are all my peaches that I cut up yesterday. So I'm gonna layer it. You can mix it in, but I like layering it. I feel like it becomes creamier when the fruit's not releasing all of its waters in the pudding. Okay, so since my other jars are dirty, I'm just gonna use these mason jars and then these that I absolutely love. So I have 4 of these. The other 2 are in the dishwasher. I got these from Temu, and I will link them below if anyone's interested. So I'm just gonna try to put about an even amount in each one. So about 3 tablespoons, and then I'm gonna go in with my peaches. Find that cooking dinner has been fine because my husband's home and he's able to stay with her if she's fussy, or I can have her in the carrier. But in the middle of the night when I get up to feed at like 4 in the morning, I'm starving. It's really nice to just have something I can grab and not have to actually make anything. Now I'm just gonna pour over more of the pudding. I'm just basically layering it, but you don't have to even be this fussy. You can just pour it all and pour all the fruit on top, or vice versa. But I like it this way. I like getting a little bit of fruit and a little bit of the chia pudding. And I like adding the oats because it just fills me up more. These jars from Temu, the glass is super thin, so I would not get them if you're planning on traveling with them. I would use the mason jars for that, but to just eat at home, it's fine. And I like that they're a wider mouth because with the mason jar, kind of make a bit of a mess. I'm just gonna pour the rest of the fruit, just scoop these onto here, just to finish it off. And I like using all sorts of fruits. I like doing it with blueberries. Caramelized apples with cinnamon is so good, and I'm definitely going to be doing that very soon as we're entering into fall soon. Well, not soon, we still have about a month left of summer, but this end of summer, early fall, I'm already thinking of pumpkin bread, which I love, my husband loves, and I basically make it every week in the fall. So I will be doing that very soon, and I'll probably make some sort of pumpkin bread chia pudding as well. And they come with these really cute little lids. All right, I'm gonna get lids for the mason jars. All right, I'm gonna pop these into the fridge and then do a little bit of tidying up while she's still napping. A little bit crazy here. I have things all over the place and I'm rushing. Today's not a day where I have the time to film step by step of what I'm doing because my sweet little daughter is feeling very cuddly and she wants to be picked up all the time today. While she's napping, I'm trying to get this done in under an hour, but I wanted to show you guys in case it's going to be helpful for someone. If you have a newborn, it's probably going to be helpful for you. Having breakfast ready to go and something we can just take it out of the fridge and pop it in the air fryer has been a lifesaver. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing and I hope it's helpful. So I'm just stirring this all up. It's my eggs with the onions, spinach. Added a little bit of cream to that. Some bacon. My little potatoes that I cooked up in the air fryer. And I'm gonna get some cheese, and then I'm gonna get some tortillas and roll this up. Okay, got my large tortillas here. Some cheese. A little bit of mayo on these. My husband loves mayo. Slice of cheese. Now we're gonna wrap this up. There we go. So I'm gonna do the rest of these and then we'll toast them up before I wrap them in foil for the freezer. So I'm just hoping to get about 6 wraps out of this amount. I did 6 eggs in here. So I got my wraps here ready, and they're just gonna sit here until the oven is free so I can pop them in the oven and just get the tortillas cooked a little bit. Now I'm gonna get started on my breakfast sandwiches.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain.
So this is my take on the Starbucks egg white, spinach, and roasted red pepper wrap. I used to make it in the frying pan, but since I want to make 6 of them, I decided to just do it on my silicone tray. I used the carton of egg whites and I put 3 tablespoons in each, and I just used the food processor for the spinach and roasted red pepper. Seasoned with salt and pepper and baked it for 20 minutes.
If you give up the fight, if only just for a bit. There's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles.
So I just took these out of the oven. I just baked them for about 5 minutes, just until the bottom is sealed. But I don't want them to get too toasty because once we put them in the air fryer, they're gonna finish getting toasted. So this is perfect for now. Okay, so we did it. I have my 12 breakfast sandwiches here and my 12 wraps. I have 6 of the egg white, spinach, sun-dried tomato, and feta. And then the other 6 are the egg, spinach, onions, hash brown, cheese, and bacon. I hope this has inspired you guys. If you could use a little help in the morning to prep some things like this for the freezer, it's so helpful when you're in a rush, or if like me, you're breastfeeding and your baby's screaming in the morning and you just want to get something quick into you as well. It's been very helpful. So I'm gonna pop these into the freezer. I'll leave a couple already in the fridge for tomorrow morning. The way I heat them up, I'll take them out the night before, pop them into the fridge. In the morning, I remove the foil and I open the breakfast sandwiches and I put them in the air fryer, 350, which is the reheat setting, for 5 minutes. And for the wraps, I'll leave them in the foil for like the first 3 minutes and then just remove the foil in the last 2 minutes just to toast them up. Or you can just keep them in the foil the entire time. I do like to get them a little bit crispy though. Depending how crispy you want, you could take out the foil from the very beginning. So we got 24 of these, so that's gonna be very helpful. We're not gonna eat these every single day straight. We will do some other things in between, overnight oats and chia pudding, things like that as well, which we'll have, or sometimes we'll just have some cereal and banana, to be honest. When we're feeling like a nice savory hot breakfast, these really hit the spot. All right, I'm gonna get back to this little one who was feeding and fell asleep. I hope you guys give these a try. Get creative. Whatever you have in your fridge, there's so many possibilities for these. I'm gonna keep trying to switch them up so we don't get bored of these. Overall, this has been working really well for us. My dog is whining to go outside in the back, so I'm gonna go take him up.